torn ACL is a reality that many athletes may face unless they take the appropriate preventative measures. Hi, I'm Veronica with WatchMojo.com, and today we're taking a look at a workout that every athlete should use.
Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Derek. We're from XFIT. Today I'll be going over some exercises that focus on the hamstrings.
I'll be working on landings, so we want to try to work on the perfect landing, nice and soft, so that we prevent ACL injuries.
Knee tracking is really important when addressing an injured ACL.
And finally, the quads. We'll work on the quads for stability, important for ACL rehab and prevention of injury.
So here we're set up for a level 1 exercise for the hamstrings, and it's going to be for using manual resistance while he flexes his knee. The hamstrings, their action is to provide a flexion at the knee, so it's pretty much him bringing his heel towards his rear. This sort of becomes like a gym machine, if you will, but because it's feel, I can add more where he's stronger and then be a little bit less where he's not as strong. As well, different than a typical apparatus in the gym is, we can change the angle. That's pretty important to do as well. So we're going to do the same action coming sideways, slight angle to the inside. You can also do the same thing to the outside and giving him resistance in that line as he's coming through. This type of move is mostly used after a surgery, or if you had an injury and you're trying to get back to high function. Here we have an excellent medium grade exercise for the hamstrings. And it's a ground-based with both feet. This board that Eric's on has a slippery undersurface, so as he grabs and pulls himself with his feet, the board's going to slide. As one progresses, using their body weight, we can add some extra weight on this slippery board right here. And again, perform the action of knee flexion moving down.
So we're going to work on landing next. We've got a few different levels of landing exercises for the knees. So the first one we'll do is the quick drop. Derek's not actually going to leave the ground here. He's simply going to drop his body as quickly as he can, trying to absorb as if he was landing off of something. So let's get you to try that. Sinking quickly and trying to absorb the landing. Level 2 of the landing stage, we're going to work on the absorption, triple flexion, trying to have the ankle, knee, and hip all absorb the landing of Derek jumping off the box. So let's get you to do a couple of those. Good. Make sure to stick the landing and land softly. Next, we'll try a 90-degree turn off the jump. Good. Let's go back on the box and we'll try the other direction as well. Again, nice soft landing, that's good. For really high impact sports, something like snowboarding or something like that, we really need to work on heavy landings. So Derek's going to start up high and we'll have him do some big jumps with soft landings, trying to work all the way down the stairs.
All right, so here we've got an exercise for knee tracking. We're going to look for an alignment of the kneecap passing in the same direction as the toes, and to be even more precise, the ideal would be that it would pass in the same line as your second toe. So as Eric does a soft heel touch to the grass, he's sitting down, squatting, also paying attention to how far forward the kneecap itself moves ahead. You want to have that not go far beyond the toes. Move on over to another exercise that'll be good for knee tracking. This is going to be using band as resistance around the knee, and he's going to perform a split squat. So he's going to go down and up while I provide a pull to try to challenge his knees tracking. So I can pull harder, I can pull on and off, on and off, on and off with my pull to increase the challenge for him to have good tracking. It's certainly a progression beyond this one right here. When addressing an injured ACL, of course, the quads are very important, and very specifically, the VMO, or the inside muscle on the quad, is of key importance. And a great way to train that is with terminal extension, or extending the leg at the very last few degrees. So he'll do that type of motion with resistance coming from this band from the front. He's going to let the band pull his knee all the way to the wall while he stands perfectly tall. Very excellent exercise when rehabbing from an ACL injury.